In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the fader flip feature within Studio Pro 8. Now this feature is going to be particularly useful if you have a song or session that has 30, 50, 100 different tracks and channels, and you set up sends on a large amount of those channels. So with the fader flip feature off, we can then use these blue bars, these horizontal blue bars. We can left click, hold, and drag left or right to adjust the send level for our delay or for the reverb. For me, I also just like to hover and use my mouse wheel to make fine adjustments to those levels. But again, we're considering a situation where we have a session that has 30, 50, 100 different channels, and you've got send set up on numerous ones of those. It can be a little bit tedious to come and just hover on these blue bars and make your adjustments. So this is where the fader flip comes into play. We can come over to the left-hand corner. At the top of our mix console, I've got this button here. If I click once on that, we can see that that turns green. And you'll notice that all of the faders, which were once white, have this green color now. So if I turn the fader flip off, we can see there's this white grayish color. I'll again activate the fader flip. And then now all of these have been taken down to the bottom because they don't have sends active on the channels. But for our presence and presence 2, we can see that our faders are accessible. And then if I go ahead and grab the fader, we can see that that's adjusting the send level for our analog delay. And our analog delay effects channel is highlighted as well. Now, if we'd like to work with the reverb, then we can come over to the disclosure arrow here. I'll click once and let's switch that to the reverb. We can see that the reverb headers are now surrounded with the green border. Our reverb is here. And as we saw with the delay, I can then adjust this, and that's going to adjust our level up above. So let's actually play back. We'll skip ahead to where we've got So you get the idea. If you have a ton of different channels, this can be really convenient and useful for if you wanted to, say, spend a few minutes just strictly tweaking your send levels. This can be a really handy feature. Now, you notice here that we have a group of channels that don't have any sends on them. They're kind of taking up space. If you're going to spend the time to focus on your send levels, you can also come to the disclosure arrow, and then we have this option to hide unassigned faders rather down here at the bottom. So once I click on that, then all of the other channels that don't have send effects assigned to them are going to be hidden, as well as the effects channel for our analog delay, because we're not working with that right now. We're just working with a reverb, so we can see that that is still visible and active. Now, if I wanted to switch to working on the analog delay, then I can come again to the disclosure arrow, switch to the analog delay. We can see we now have the green highlight around those, and our effects channel has switched to our analog delay. So as you can imagine, this can be incredibly useful if you have a session with high track and channel counts. Okay, so we'll wrap up here, and if you are interested in training directly with me over Zoom with Studio Pro 8 or earlier versions of Studio One, check out the pinned comment below or the description area of this video. Thanks for watching.